Welcome back, friends. In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply an outline to letters in the background of your choice. You can customize the thickness, customize the background, customize the color. I just have one favor to ask, that if you learned anything in this tutorial, press that like button, press subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we are starting off this design with a YouTube thumbnail. And I'm going to place some text on my workspace. I'll place this heading here. It doesn't really matter what text you place on your workspace, just that you need to choose a font that you want to work with. And you can also use typography to create your design. But I'm going to come into the font selector and I'm going to select the graduate font. All right, now it's a little thin, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to double click in there or click in there, and I'm going to change the text to Mama. And I'm also going to go into effects, and I'm going to curve this text slightly like that. I'll make this text a little bit larger. And this text is a little thin on the outside. And unfortunately, we don't have the option to bold. But what we do have is we have the option to go back into effects and we can add an outline. So I'm going to click on outline and I'm going to change the color to black, and that will make it bolder. Now you're going to notice that the letters are actually very, very close and they kind of overlap, and you need to watch that. And we can fix that by going into the spacing, and we can increase the spacing so that they're not touching. Now remember, we're going to be adding another outline on top of this. So you'll want to just make sure that there is sufficient spacing for what you want to do. So you might have to play around with this a couple of times to get the effect that you actually want. I'm going to leave it at 181 pixels in between the lettering, and I'll leave it at that. Now, if you're not happy with the curve, now is your chance to change the curve. So just click it and go back into effects and change the curve, the degree of the curve. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this page and we're going to download it. And we're going to download it as transparent because we want to apply another effect when we bring it back into Canva. So I'm going to create another page and I'm going to bring that design into Canva. Now I'm going to change the background color to pink, and I'm going to select the text because now it's an image. It's no longer a text. I'm going to select this text image, and I'm going to add an outline to this. So I'm going to go into edit and I'm going to select shadows, and I'm going to select outline, and I'm going to change the outline color to white. Now this is the point in time where you're going to define how thick you want that outline, but you do want the outline to be white. So if you want a thicker outline where that print is going to be, then you would do that here. If you want it touching, then you would make it all the way, you would make it a little bit larger so that it's touching in between the letters. And the intensity, just make sure that the intensity is all the way up to 100% and the color is white. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to elements, and you can either press R to add a rectangle to your workspace, or you can just go into shapes and grab a shape. And I'm going to grab this shape. I'm going to make it a little bit larger like this. I'm going to change the color to black, and I'm going to position this rectangle behind my words. And I'm just going to crop it a little bit or try and make it a little bit even because I'm going to need my background to go in behind there. All right, so let's make this a little bit larger like this. And I'm going to change the background back to white. I'm going to come into share and I'm going to download only page 2 because that's all I want is I just want page 2 and not transparent. I don't want it transparent. So I'm going to download that. I'm going to create another page. I'm going to bring that design back into Canva. And once it's finished uploading, I'm going to remove the background. All right, if we go back into BG Remover, we're going to notice that the background has now been removed outside or along the outline or the perimeter of the letters. Okay, and that's exactly what we wanted. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to go back and we're going to find that leopard print that we want to use. So we can just search for leopard, or you can search for cargo, whatever you like. So here is a leopard print, and I'm just going to crop it so that it's in behind there. I'm going to duplicate and just to cover the whole area of text. And I'm going to push those 2 backgrounds behind my lettering. So let me bring my lettering back up, and there's that leopard print in behind there. And now what we're going to do is we are going to grab that text layer or that image. We're going to go into edit, and we're going to use duotone to make that image white. So I'm going to click on custom, and then you'll get an option to change the highlights and shadows. I'm going to change the highlights to white. Right now it's kind of like a grayish white, but I want it like absolutely snow white. So I'm just going to grab that and make it absolutely snow white like that. Okay, and there is my mama with the leopard outline. Now you'll remember that over here I have the image that I downloaded the first time. So I'm just going to copy that image and I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to go back into edit and remove that outline. So I'll come back into shadows and I'll just say none. And that will revert my text image back to regular without an outline. And I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to try and just overlap it right on top like that. Okay, so now, and that is black. Now, if you want, you can absolutely change the color of that black by using duotone again. And this is the way that you would create an outline on text. Now, if I click on my background and I add a background, we're going to notice that there's still that white layer mask. And so you can leave this design like this if you were planning on placing it on a cup or somewhere where you didn't need the whole image to be transparent or have a transparent background. But if you want a transparent background, then what we'll need to do is I'm just going to change that background color back to white. I'll come back into share and I'm going to download this, only page 3. I'll create another page. And once that's finished downloading, I'm going to bring it back onto my workspace. So here it is here. And of course, it's got that white layer around it, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to select BG Remover and we're going to remove the background. And so now when we add a background, it's going to be entirely transparent. All right. The only thing with doing it with this method is if you are choosing a lighter color for your outline, background remover might remove the background that's around your outline as well. So you want to choose a background that is bright and that doesn't have any areas of white. If it has areas of white, then what you can do is just select your image again. You can go back into BG Remover and you can restore parts of your image that were removed by the BG Remover. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please, if you learned anything in this tutorial, press that like button, press subscribe. If you want to learn more about Canva, tips, and tricks, join my YouTube channel membership. I go live every single week to teach my adult learners what they want to learn. And if there's anything else that you want to learn, just drop that in the comments below. For now, I'm going to say bye-bye until next time. Bye-bye.